Hello, my name is Sam Poplack, and today I will be covering the three graphic novel series of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and connecting them to issues across the globe. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is developed by Dark Horse Comics and published by Activision and is written and illustrated by Larry Hama, Marcelo Ferreira, and Dan Jackson. Just to give an overview of the presentation, I will be summarizing the three graphic novels and connect them with issues that relate to current society across the globe. The novel series of Black Ops 3 takes place between the year 2025 and 2065. After the drone attacks of 2025, the United Nations came together and signed the Winslow Accord. The Winslow Accord allows the DEAD system, direct energy air defense, to be installed in every country across the globe. The system will protect drone invasions and attacks from ever happening again. Years after, another Cold War rises as well as global warming. The United States send an elite special force group led by Jacob Hendricks, Rachel Kane, and James Taylor. Their mission was to kill or capture an arms dealer who was selling extremely powerful weapons in Uzbekistan. But little did they know that this was going to lead into a manhunt in Finland and finally in Somalia. In the third issue, the ops team was to kill a high-value target codenamed the Red Witch. In order to do that, the team needed to raid a fortress led by a warlord. In the end, after firefight explosions and fire, Wet Witch escaped into the crowd of fleeing civilians, and that is when the story is to begin to nude. The first issue that relates to current society is weapons trafficking, the process of buying, selling, and smuggling weapons illegally. And in the United States, it is a crime to obtain an unlicensed firearm. One issue is the Mexican drug cartel is able to smuggle then sell weapons across the border into Texas. Texas is a state that has loose gun laws, which makes it easier for the cartel to sell weapons. In the comic series, the drugs weapons dealers were able to sell these illegally and unregistered. The next issue is diplomacy. Diplomacy is the act of relationships with one country to another. In the comic book, there is loose diplomacy because the elite force were able to sneak into foreign nations and kill enemies and high-value targets. In today's society, CIA has made several drone attacks on ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and the Taliban. Even though they were successful, most of these attacks were unauthorized, and the drone attacks result in civilian tragedies. Another issue is hacking. Other nations and unknown United States citizens hack into the nation's government to steal files. Some of the hackers are able to steal top secret information worth billions of dollars. People that have hacked into the Pentagon either exploit the information or sell it to the highest bidder. The last issue is active vigilance. A vigilante is someone who takes the matter of law into their own hands. In the story, the United States government took matters in their own hands by killing targets in foreign nations without approval. The leaders were upset with this because it caused tragedies and destruction of property. In today's society, vigilantes act out because they think they can protect their fellow citizens better than the federal government. Another act of vigilante is Border Patrol. Some Border Patrol members are unauthorized by the government, and most do not work with them as well. They do this because they believe that the cartel is trying to sneak in and sell drugs, guns, and cause mayhem, which is not entirely true. In conclusion, most of the events read in the book have happened and are still happening, but with advanced technology. In the past, the CIA acted out in vigilance to kill Raul Castro to stop the fall of communism. Today, the United States is coming up with strategies to peacefully disarm North Korea and its armed forces as well. Even though the North is rising with powerful weapons of mass destruction, the U.S. has to make a choice of vigilance, even though the United States have tried to change their ways and make peace and stop with the acts of vigilance. There are some believe that powerful drone strikes may do the job. Hacking plays an even crucial part with diplomacy. China and the U.S. are not able to rest easy after the financial breach of the Target Corporation and other acts of hacking that China has done to the U.S. Even though the U.S. has strong allies, they need to keep a strong eye out there. If anyone has any questions, I will now take them. Thank you.